Begin to flood it. Let them see what the church is doing. I saw something on Twitter. Somebody was talking, well, women and men are not the same. I just swiped it. I said all this negative information damages the mind. That's the problem with Nigeria. Nigeria can never become a better nation because we focus on negativity. The only way Nigeria can change and become a glorious nation in the community of nations is when we begin to push contents that are positive. A pastor says something that is not right, it will begin to trend everywhere as if they are celebrating the nonsense he said. But a pastor feeds the poor, they won't talk about it. For the past 3 years, every Saturday, over 2,000 people will gather. I'll feed them free. Muslims, Christians. You won't hear them celebrate that, because celebrating that will make a pastor appear good. And that's not the narrative they want to push. The narrative they want to push is to demonize pastors. They won't celebrate that, because when you push content like this, other pastors begin to learn and do the same thing. Politicians will learn and do the same thing. Guess what? The country is gradually becoming a better place. Prisons will come. Every month we give prisoners money. We feed the prisons in Auchi. There are no borehole, we give them. There are no light, we give them transformer. Communities are giving transformer. They don't celebrate things like that because that will make a pastor look good. They've got to put nonsense online. I was talking to a Chinese ambassador. How did China change? He said, because we began to push out positive content. Our problem is not religion in Nigeria. Until we start celebrating positive content. What about the good things that have been done? Because you want to push a narrative against men of God. Nobody helps Nigerians like men of God. I can tell you, and I am ready for any challenge. Anybody that wants to challenge me on it, I am open to it. Let's flood you with videos. I dare any Nigerian alive to say this thing Apostle Suleman say is a lie. That pastors are helping the poor. I dare you to say how are pastors helping the country. Let me show you roads that we have done. Let me show you schools we have built and given to government. Let me show you countless balls we have done. When I finish with Omega, I will now enter Redeem. Come and see what Redeem is doing. Come and see what Winners is doing. Are there things being said that are wrong? Yes. Are there, we are human. No one is infallible. But the good outweighs the bad. There are some people in this church for the past 15 years, 18 years, 20 years. They have not gotten a dime from their biological parents. But the church is taking care of them. Then you now open and say the church is problem. We are not problem. We are solution. We are the light of the world. I'm saying this. I say I dare them to come out and say Apostle Suleman said the church is helping the country. Who will argue? Because insult is the lowest form of intelligence. Conversation is a proof of knowledge. That's why you resort to insult. Have conversations. Am I talking to somebody here? They will now show you what we have done. No politician, I repeat it, in this country is doing what we are doing as pastors. Not one. Is helping the poor like we are helping the poor. Not one. That's why I say I dare them to come out and say it's not true. They will give you videos until your phone will burst. But we are doing it because it's our responsibility. When there's no transformer around this community, it's here they come to. They come to Omega. We'll go to places, they'll tell us, everywhere I enter, it's problem. This is what we need, oh. This is what we need, oh. This is what, and God is helping us. We are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it. Those of you who have platforms, begin to flood it. Let them see what the church is doing. Not somebody say one thing, they now come out to post it. Look at what this pastor said. How can that help the country? China, that's how China changed. But Nigerians, naked, like for like, follow for follow. 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 Like.
The issue is that some of these persons out there see men of God as mini God, and they expect them to be perfect in all their ways. And that is why sometimes when you see them make some mistakes, instead of them coming back to correct it, you see them with their pride and ego, talking as if they are God Almighty on earth, begin to use another mistake to back that same mistake so far made earlier, to back it up. I've seen several videos of yours, sir. After people have called your attention to it, you come back and make a correction. And I want to use this opportunity as well to urge men of God out there. It's not about preaching, putting it on social media, telling the world this is what Bible says and all that. Some of your good deed, giving back to the society, making life so meaningful to people that you have done, you ought to also let the world know. I know that some persons just believe that whatever I'm doing, let the people speak by themselves, that they are benefiting this from men of God, not the men of God saying it by themselves. No. If you are able to disseminate it, put it across, the unbelievers out there that are watching will now begin to realize and have a rethink of whatever wrong narrative they've been given over the years about Christians, so that they now begin to know that there's love. It's not about going to the church to give, but there's a means through which church also give back to the society that nobody is trying to beam their secular towards. I believe we're able to do this. Have it at the back of your mind. A lot of persons will not be so passionate about saying negative things about men of God. And I want to beg once again, if a man of God made a terrible mistake, he should try as much as possible to correct it, because it's leading people to Christ. It's not leading to crisis. Because people that are watching, consuming your product, understand quite all right that this is the way to go. This is not the way to go. So many persons have knowledge about the Bible. When you are preaching it in a very selfish manner, some persons that are more even intelligent than you might be there to correct you. If that correction is being made and you understand it's being valid, accept it, come back again, it won't take anything from you. That is where most Nigerians are having issue with some men of God with so much pride. You are not God. You are just a vessel of honor to lead people to Christ, to make people live peacefully with one another, to coexist, even if the person is not from your faith. So long as you believe is human, love leads. And that is what Christ preaches. Live. There's every possibility, if you so much believe in that God Almighty that you are serving through Christ, that if anybody corrects you, try as much as possible, accept it. Be polite and meek in defending whatever you tend to do. Because we have seen so many men of God, which I do not want to mention, but you saying it now that there's every possibility that any man of God can make mistake. But we shouldn't dwell so much on that mistake. Dwell on the good part of that same man, because the good aspect of it outweigh the negative aspect of it. That goes to show that you, Apostle John Suleman, you are a man of wisdom. Know exactly what you are doing. And I pray God Almighty grant you the wisdom to do more for Christ and humanity. Whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section once again, share and follow the page. And for the record, men of God are not God. They are also a vessel that will lead you to Christ. Mistakes can come from them, but let's dwell more on their positivity